So today I'm gonna talk about ships, which I normally wouldn't talk about on this channel because I personally am not into shipping. I mean, I was at one point. I think we've all been into shipping in anime at least at one point in our lives, but I'm not really that guy anymore. But despite that, I'm still making this video because I had this really interesting conversation on Discord yesterday about shipping, particularly in My Hero Academia. And a topic was brought up by me, so I'm the culprit in this, which was Toga and Twice. Some of you may know or may not know that I made a video in the past discussing Toga and Twice. I was ranting on it when it was first becoming a thing, you know, when people were starting to ship them. I really went in on this ship, but that's not really what I'm gonna do today. In fact, I'm not really gonna talk about Twice and Toga in particular. It's gonna be more about Toga and shipping in general, because there's something that I think a lot of people don't really get when it comes to Toga and shipping. Now, obviously, this video should not be considered really important because it is shipping. Shipping is never important. It's just something that crossed my mind, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna make a video on it, because otherwise, if I don't make videos this week, it's gonna be like last week where I just didn't make any videos apart from reviews pretty much. But I don't really want my weeks to look like that, so I'm gonna make this video just to fill out my schedule, like it or not. So what I really want to talk about is why a ship with Toga is never a reasonable thing to think about. And what I mean by that is not that, you know, if you ship someone with Toga, you're out of your mind or you're stupid. That's not really what I'm trying to get at. What I mean is that what a lot of people don't think about is that Toga's sense of love is quite twisted in a way where she doesn't quite tackle love the way you would expect. A lot of people, when they fall in love with someone, you know, they tend to want to live happily ever after with someone. But when it comes to Toga, this is not the case. With Toga, it is very different. She has a very different view on love. In fact, she wants to literally kill whoever she falls in love with, because she becomes obsessed with that person to the point where she wants to become them. And as we've seen in the past, or well, this is only really evident with two characters, which are Stain and Deku. She has said that she wants to kill them and become them, pretty much. That's what she's been stating, implying that whoever she falls in love with, because these are the only two characters she's openly fallen in love with. So going by that pattern, if she were to fall in love with anyone in the series ever again, this would also be the case. She would want to become them and kill them. So let's use Twice, yes, for instance, because this is something that people like to ship Toga with. I'm gonna use Barcago as well later on, but let's start with Twice. If Twice were to fall in love with Toga, which we know from the recent arc, he did mention that he wanted her to become his wife. Of course, this is a very one-sided thing because she doesn't have those feelings for Twice. But let's just pretend that she also happened to fall in love with Twice for whatever reason. That would mean that whoever ships these characters want Twice to die. That's the bottom line I want to get to. Like, if you actually ship Toga with a male, you want that male to die, because that's gonna be the end result no matter how you look at it. Because the way she interprets love is that whoever is the other counterpart, she wants to kill and she wants to become them. It's going to be a very unhappy ending, to say the least. And then you look at those people who wants the same with Barcago. Now this is a really touchy topic when you think about it, because a lot of people love Barcago, a lot of people love Barcago, and that's why they want Barcago to end up with Toga. But when you look at it from a different angle, the angle that I just described, they would also like Barcago to die, because the same is going to happen. Barcago would not survive because Toga doesn't like the idea of a very lasting relationship. Well, in her mind, I'm sure it is considered a lasting relationship, because she can probably be them for a very long time, but not forever. And the thing with ships in anime and manga in general is that you typically ship people because you want them to end up together so that they will live happily ever after. But this really would never be the case with Toga when you think about it. I just thought I'd give this view on the whole Toga and ships, because of the fact that a lot of people ship Toga with people like Toga and Barcago, Toga and Twice, you know, whatever. I don't really care who you ship. I mean, if you ship her with Twice, I mean, you really should die. But at the same time, if that is your opinion, I'm gonna try my best to accept that, at least try. I mean, I can't really promise that I won't strangle you, but if you say ship Toga with Barcago, I'm not really gonna touch you. Just bear in mind, you're basically asking Barcago to die. Well, that's it for today's video. Not a very long video. Just thought I'd make this video because I felt like it. Nothing more to it, you know, it's not really a big discussion, anything. Yes, my thoughts on something that I figured, you know, some people may think about. Maybe you have thought about it, who knows, but this is the first I've really considered it. But when you think about it like that, it makes a lot more sense where you shouldn't be shipping someone with someone like Toga. I mean, feel free to have her as your wife. I'm sure as hell still gonna have my fun with her. But with that said, be sure to leave your comment down below. What do you think about Toga and shipping, and the whole idea that whoever you ship her with has to die? And as always, if you did, be sure to Detroit smash that like button if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This has been Chaotic Plus, and remember everybody, Toga is waifu and Toga is also lifefu.